You may remember this from back in January when Philadelphia Eagles receiver A.J. Brown was spotted reading on the sidelines during the team's big NFC wildcard win against the Packers. He was reading a self-help book released years ago that only became a top seller on Amazon after the game. We're talking to the author of Inner Excellence, Train Your Mind for Extraordinary Performance and the Best Possible Life. Jim Murphy joins us this morning. Hello.
Hey, Jim.
Good morning.
Well, I'm curious about how this entire thing played out for you. He's reading the book on the sideline. Did you know he was a fan of the book beforehand? Did you first find out watching the game? How did that whole thing evolve?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. I saw a photo of him with the book in his hands about 3 weeks earlier, and that's all of the information I had. So when I saw him reading it during the game, I learned about it along with the rest of America. It was pretty amazing.
Did friends, family start calling you nonstop? Did people notice it too?
It was a whirlwind that really hasn't stopped for 3 months. But that first week was probably the most intense week of my life as far as nonstop interviews and calls, and yeah, it was amazing.
A bit of a sidebar. I imagine sales are up and you're making some more money, or no?
Yeah, my life's a little different now.
Oh, good.
Good for you, man.
That's great. Well, let's see what's so fascinating about this book. And to use a sports metaphor that you use in the book, you say wins and losses are not a good barometer for evaluating life. Talk about what that means.
Oh yeah, we live in a culture that's obsessed with the symbols of success, like winning and not losing. But you can play great and not win. I mean, you could run a personal best 10K and not win. And is that a loss? And so you really need to redefine success as something that matters to you. Like with Inner Excellence, our number one goal every day is to learn and grow. And we have 4 daily goals. The first goal is within learning and growing, the first goal is to give the best of what you have each day. And some days it's not going to be much. You might only have 30 or 40%. And then there's being present, being grateful, and focusing on your routines and only what you can control.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to modify the self-centeredness that, we all experience at some point. But I would think when you're an athlete and you're 20 years old, that's self-centeredness on steroids. Maybe that has something to do with why A.J. Brown was reading the book.
That was exactly me when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Self-centeredness is the biggest challenge that we face in performance and in life. It leads to fear. And so, and that's why selflessness is fearless, because fear is a self-centered future thing in general. And when there's no self to protect, when it's only there to serve and do what you love, then you've got unlimited possibilities.
What does this mean? Needs are really preferences. What does that mean?
Well, we go about our days like, oh, I need this. I need the weather to be right. I need this person to do this. And I need to be successful in this. But the truth is, those are all preferences. You don't know what's best for you circumstance-wise. Losing your job could be the very best thing for you. I mean, there could be any number of things that you think are terrible. That could be the absolute best thing that's ever happened to you, and you don't know it at the time.
Now, you were an athlete yourself, correct? You play in the Cubs organization, and did this all emerge during the struggles of trying to hit a curveball?
That was definitely a huge part of it. 5 years in the minors, you're right, 3 years in the Cubs organization. And, I've failed a lot, and that's really helped me learn.
Yeah, I'm curious. A lot of the things you're saying are totally applicable and make a ton of sense, but it's so ingrained in us. The opposite is so ingrained in us. How difficult is it, you're a performance coach too, to really convince your clients to change and adapt the way they think about this stuff?
Well, I think most pro athletes and most of us know that if you want to be great, you need to focus on the process. And fear is a past future thing, mostly in the future. And so the question is, what is that process that we focus on? Nick Saban talks about it so much and so well. And for me, that focuses on learning and developing your inner world, especially what you believe, because what you believe is the most important thing about you, the subconscious comfort level with who you feel you are and what's possible and what the universe is like.
Did you change your mind about any of these axioms as you've gotten older from when it was first written?
Yeah, in general, this is 2,000 years worth of, it's not really my ideas. I just compiled them.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest thing that's happened to me is that I see my self-centeredness more and more as I go along this journey, and the more I become self-aware, the more self-centered I realize that I am.
Wow. Well, the book is Inner Excellence, Train Your Mind for Extraordinary Performance and the Best Possible Life. For more, you can check out innerexcellence.com and follow him on social media. Jim, great to talk to you.
Thanks so much for having me.